Hello, everybody. It's ET's Babies. Um, Today's Thursday, and let me tell you guys, I feel better. Today is a good day. Um, I believe that was Christina Sawyer. Thank you so much for the advice for the oxygen meter. I'm going to be ordering that because too much stuff be going on with me for me not to be knowing what's going on. But I did ask Chat GBT about the steroid that I'm on, and it can cause your system to dry out and cause you to have headaches and migraines. Now, the doctor did tell me when he gave me the medicine that he kept stating that, this is a strong medication, this is a strong medication. So I don't really take, prescribed medication unless it's mental health stuff. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's gonna be like a Vicodin or a codeine pill or a Tylenol codeine or something. I'm gonna feel better. That's all I'm thinking. That's my experience from strong medications, but I've never taken a pain pill that has steroids in it, so I have like no idea at all. So I'm like, okay. Um, I've just been loving on these two boys. Mouse is on the side of me. I have like a little spot where they lay at every morning. Yep, my tablet be right next to them. Yeah, even my guy said it this morning because I took him to work. During the wintertime, I don't drive because my anxiety flares up too bad. The snow, the road, everything just, I'm a nervous wreck. It's to the point that I have literally pulled over on the side of the road and sat there because I was too nervous and uncomfortable to get back to the house. So now the roads are clearing up and they're, dry. And then my mother-in-law's car is just, it's not the safest vehicle on the road when it's snow or ice on the road. I'm telling you guys, it skis. Like the car scares the crap out of me. So I haven't really been getting out the house for the past 2 months. Normally I get up in the morning, I take him to work, and I bring the car back, and then I'm able to have the car, like if I want to get out of the house, because I am in the basement all day, every day. So majority of the time he tries to leave the car with me so that I can, go to the park, get out, get some fresh air. But with the roads being bad, it's through my anxiety in a loop. So I'm like, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to go outside. But over this weekend, we had been out. I had got out and realized that the weather was nice, the roads were clear. It made me feel a lot more at ease to want to get out during the day while he is at work. So he's been literally taking the car to work and parking it in the garage at work. So that costs money. So I told him, I was like, okay, well, we don't have to spend no more garage money. I can take you back and forth. So today was the first day, and it literally threw him off schedule, guys. He'd been doing this for a whole month, so he got his own set, his own flow, his own schedule, and I literally threw him off today. This man went to work today without his work shoes. We pulled up to his job. He had on his house shoes. Yes, he had on his house shoes, and he forgot his book pack at home that he has like his he works at a bank, so he has his work computer and stuff, his pens and paperwork and things, keys to different departments. It's all in his book pack. So now we have to backtrack. I did tell him, I'm like, listen, can you just go in and clock in, and then I'll run back home and grab your shoes and your book pack. And he was just so mortified because I bought him these I got them too here. I bought him these, so we have matching pairs. And he's a man, so he got big feet, so they're completely noticeable. Even on me, they're big, and I wear like a child size shoe. So he got the same shoes, and he like, I can't walk in there with these on. They're gonna notice it right away. Like, he work at a bank, so there's no way to get past that. So I'm like, okay, so what you want to do? He like, well, I'll just ride back home with you and I'll grab my shoes and my book pack. So y'all, we ride back to the house. Mind you, he's already like an hour late for work. We ride back to the house, grab his shoes, his book pack. He get back in the car. We get up halfway to his job and he was like, oh my God. And I'm like, what did you forget now? He like, I think I left my pen at home, his smoke pen. So I'm like, okay, you know, well, you want to use mine while you on the road, you know, and I'll look for it when I get home. So, you know, we get to his job and he getting out the car because he drives to work and then I'll drive the car back home. So he drives a little bit more faster and more aggressive than I do. And I know it would just drive him crazy if I drove him to work. I would drive too slow. So, you know, he drives us there. So he getting out the car, you know, getting ready to leave. And he noticed that his smoke pen is on the floor. And he was like, guess what? Look at this. He find his smoke pen in the car. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you know, you have a good, you know, morning. Enjoy your work shift. You know, everything is working out, starting to smooth out for you already as we're thinking this, okay? So he get out. He like, okay, yeah, he's smiling and everything. So I drive back to the house, y'all. I get to the crib and I'm texting him and, you know, letting him know that I made it home, you know, and sending him my location. And I'm wondering, like, an hour go past, I don't get a text back from him. Like, I know he started work late and, you know, he got stuff he got to take care of, but he still, you know, checked the message, make sure I got home safe. So I'm looking at it, he still ain't looked at it. So I'm like, okay, you know. So I get on Facebook, y'all, and I start scrolling, you know, looking at reels and stuff. And then I notice I got a message in my messenger. Like my messages and everything, my notifications is off because I have real bad anxiety and sometimes that will throw me in a loop, just hearing the notification go off. So I have all my stuff put on, you know, silent. I don't get notified unless I actually go into the app. So I see I got a little notification, I got a message. So, you know, I click over to my messenger. Y'all, girlfriends, it's him. He said he left his phone somewhere in the car and he texting me and calling me through Messenger on his work phone, on his work computer. I'm like, oh my God, are you freaking serious right now? So I'm like, babe, what you want me to do? I'm like, on your break, you want me to come back up there? So I go outside and I get his phone and it's literally on the floor on the driver's side, flipped upside down. So I'm like, are you freaking serious? So I'm wondering why when I came in the house after dropping him off at work, we have an Echo and it's connected to his phone so that when he makes it home and I'm in the house, I'm aware that he's outside because that thing will tell me, you know, my man is home. So, you know, he set that up for me so that I would know when he was outside. So I'm like, why is that playing? And I just made it back to the house. That's not set on me, that's set on him. That's why, because his phone was in the car the whole time. Poor baby, I messed his whole morning up, y'all. I know it was me because he normally get up, you know, and he take himself to work. He, you know, before he step outside, he has everything that he needs. You know, when I go to work with him in the morning, we're talking, we're chatting, you know, we're talking about different things in life. You know, stuff come up in our minds early in the morning. We share it, we discuss it, and that threw him off. That man went to work and dinner, forgot his whole life. Went to work with house shoes on, forgot his book pack, forgot his computer, and then messed around and left his phone in the car. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, we got up on time. We went to bed on time. We got up on time. It wasn't like we were rushing. It was just, I took him out of his flow by going with him, by taking the car today, and I felt so bad. It was funny, but at the same time, we both was like, are you serious? Yeah, he couldn't walk in that job. He can't walk into no bank with them big house shoes on. For real, somebody gonna say something to him. And then he tall too, he's 6 feet tall. Somebody most definitely gonna see that tall boy walking around with them Bugs Bunny house shoes on. Yeah, I was cracking up. This is the second time he has went to work with those house shoes and had to turn around and come back home and grab his shoes. Those shoes that got him twice already. I was cracking up. I'm like, yeah, they are real comfortable. They really are. They comfortable as heck. They're like house shoes, but you can wear them outside. They got like a hard bottom, so I wear them in the snow and everything, like snow boots. But yeah, you put them suckers on, like wearing house shoes. Yeah, my po baby, he had a morning today. I'm gonna meet him up there at 10 o'clock and sit with him on break and drop his phone back off to him. But y'all, that was just crazy. I felt so bad. It was funny, but I felt bad at the same time, because I know where you trying to go to work and you trying to be on time and you got stuff to do and you got all this stuff you got to take with you, and it's just like boom, boom, boom. And then somebody step into your world and you trying to like manage. So yeah, I felt it was funny. We both laughed, but I did feel bad because I was like, damn, I did offer to take the car today, and it like literally threw him off his flow. And I'm like, okay, babe, if you want your phone instead of waiting to the end of the day, I will totally understand and bring it up there. I mean, the max is 15 minutes in traffic depending on the time that I leave, but it's gonna be like at 9:45 is when I'm gonna leave out, so I should make it there probably before he even come out the building. Majority of the time when I used to come up there and sit with him on his lunch break, I would get there on time and he would still be like 5-10 minutes late coming out. So I mean, he works at a bank, he can't just get up and leave when he wants to like that. So I told him that, you know, I'll come up there and sit with him on his lunch break today. It's gonna be nice outside today. The roads is clear. I haven't really been out in a while. So yeah. Plus he gonna make me a salad. He's gonna make me a salad while he at work today. Cause he brought me a salad home yesterday, y'all. That salad was freaking delicious. Yeah, sunflower seeds in it. He put tomatoes in it, green spinach. What else was in it? He put sliced, well, not sliced, but shredded carrots in it. And I forgot what sauce or what, yeah, because I used to do ranch a lot on my salads, but ranch like really messed with my stomach. And then I can't do those really dry sauces on salads, like the real bittery, so I can't, it just tears my stomach up. So I've lately been going towards like virgin oil, olive oil, vinegar, is kind of like stuff like that. Even vinegar I got to be careful of, because with the greens that you're eating that break down in your stomach, vinegar is not an alkaline, it's acidic, so it brings more acid reflux than it does to digest and settle and even your you know, digestive system out. So that stuff don't work good on me. So I have moved over to virgin oils and things of that nature to put in my salads. And y'all, he hooked that salad up. This is like my first spouse that actually knows how to cook. That's a sous chef. So it's very interesting seeing a male like really get down and know how to cook different foods. And like a salad, like, yeah, he hooked. Oh, it had I think it was red beans in my salad that he put in there. It was, y'all, that salad was delicious. He asked me to, he's like, you want me to make you another salad? Heck yeah. And it was a big salad too, y'all. It wasn't no little salad, it was big. So I ate half of it last night when he brought it home, and then I ate the rest of it this morning. Oh, that's what it had. It had shredded red onions in it. Yeah. He be making some good cause I don't eat meat, so the only meat y'all ever see me eat is fish. Everything else I don't touch. I don't even eat eggs. I don't eat anything that got hormones in it. The only thing I eat that has a face is a fish. That's it. Yeah. I'm trying to stay away from all the things that I personally feel aren't healthy. But that's just my opinion. I don't think meat is healthy. just the way our teeth and everything is shaped in our mouth, I don't believe that we are supposed to eat meat. Like, if you want to go as far as like the Bible times, they, even in the Bible, when Adam and Eve was in the garden, they weren't eating the animals, they was eating fruit. So why do we think we can eat meat now? That's one of the probable causes of why we have so many illnesses and we get sick so easily, and why our teeth rot so fast, because we're not supposed to be eating that stuff. But trust me, I get it for y'all that do eat meat. I'm not bashing y'all, because I was there at one point and the shit do be delicious. But I know what it does to the body. I know that it's not good for you, so I have transitioned over to not eating it. But I'm not gonna bash y'all, because everybody got their time. Because you had told me like 5 years ago that I was going to transition over from not eating meat to being a full-fledged vegetarian, I'd have laughed at you like, yeah, you funny. But here we are. Here we are. And I am content. I'm happy. I don't even miss it. To be honest, when you detox from eating meat, just the smell of it will make your stomach turn. It literally smells like death. It's a horrible smell. Because when my mother-in-law be upstairs cooking, everybody else in the house eat meat. It's just me and him that don't eat meat. So when they cook, it just be like, ugh, like I feel horrible. It's not because they don't know how to cook. It's just my body is not used to eating that stuff. So I'm not used to the smell anymore. Like, y'all, it be stinking. But that's all it be. It's not like can't nobody cook. It's just the point that my body has detoxed that out to the point that it don't even smell good to me no more, you know? But we finna semi get him ready to leave out. He gonna go with us on break. I'm gonna take him. He gonna be out with me pretty much all day, because I'm gonna go sit with his daddy on his lunch break. And I'm gonna take Birdie with me. Mouse gonna stay here in my bed. I did get him dressed. I'm gonna show y'all what he got on. Because remember, I told y'all that last outfit, I wasn't feeling it. It was just too big on the shoulders on him. It fit everywhere else, but it was just too big in the shoulders. So we gonna put Birdie's jacket on him. See if I can find him some mittens for his hands. And get him a hat. Dang, I was wondering why the water is running. I forgot I had the washing machine going. My mother-in-law had some garments in the washing machine, so I had to text her this morning and let her know that I put them on a light cycle, and then if it was okay to throw them in the dryer, because you know, when you got light garments, that's an indication that something might shrink. So I was like, I don't really want to put your stuff in the dryer, but I need to use the washing machine. You don't got anything that's gonna shrink in here. She was like, no. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna put it in the dryer for you so I can use the washing machine. Because I've had bad experience with clothes, because I normally don't buy brand new clothes. I'm always thrifting and stuff, so clothes I get have already been washed several times. So it's like, I don't have to worry about nothing shrinking. But there's been a few times in my life where I have bought brand new clothes and totally forgot that you just can't wash it normally and throw it in the washing machine. And that's only because, and I learned this by my mother sewing clothes, is that when you buy the fabric, buy a yard longer than what you actually need, because what you should do is wash the fabric before you start sewing the actual clothes. That way it has the time to shrinkage before you sew it and then throw it in the store. Now it's got all of these dry cleaner rules to it, like it gotta be washed on a light cycle, it gotta be hung dry. All of those things pretty much taken account, because when they were sewed, the fabric was not pre-washed, pre-shrunk before the item was made into an actual clothing. And then some material just shrinks, period. So you can't do that regardless. If you wash the material, it'll just keep shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. It just depends on the fabric and how it's threaded together to hold the material into one. So I learned all that stuff when my mom used to sew our, my mom was a church lady, so she used to sew our church dresses, and you know, we go to church and I learned how to sew. I just don't sew like that because I got into reborns. When I was getting ready to go into sewing, I got introduced to reborns, and I was like, oh my God, I'm finna paint reborns. I'm finna make babies. And I totally left my sewing alone. But I did tell my spouse that once, you know, we get settled and acclimated back into our own home together, that I'm not going to go back into reborning. I'm going to go into sewing clothes for reborns, customized clothes. Because y'all, it be like the cutest things that be popping up in my head. Like I don't know if y'all like watch animated cartoon characters and stuff. Like we watch Rick and Morty and South Park, and like I would love for my babies, especially my boys, to have like little pajama sets of South Park and Rick and Morty outfits. I think that would just be super freaking adorable. But I've not seen anybody in the community create stuff like that. Like I've ran across a couple of ladies that do sew baby clothes. I've ran across a couple of women on Etsy who make micro preemie clothes for babies that are harder to find. But the characters on the clothes is what I'm looking for. Something fun, something, you know, happy, uplifting, you know, make you smile like, oh my God, that is so cute. You know, that's what I'm looking for. So I told my spouse that that's what I'm finna get into. I'm finna go into customizing clothes like that for the reborns. So we've been like pricing out and looking at different sewing machines, because before I can even start sewing these clothes, I gotta learn the sewing machine all over again. Because yeah, when I was a kid, the sewing machine was plain as heck. You had the knob, the piece you put up there, you ran the thread through, you had the foot pedal, you had to put it on there, put your foot on there, and boom, that was it. These sewing machines, you got embroidering, you got designs, you can sew a name on there. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to learn about these new sewing machines. So before I could even actually just get into the groove of sewing and, you know, measuring out the clothes and trying it on the babies and stuff, I have to learn the machine itself. So we have been pricing out different sewing machines and looking at the different things that they can do. And yeah, and the technicalness of these new sewing machines and how I'm going to learn how to overcome that is my challenge right now. But yeah, guys, that's my future when it comes to staying in the reborn community. I won't be making babies anymore. I won't say forever, but right now in the reborn community, to reborn a baby is a lot. The supplies are a lot. The paint is expensive. Everything has gotten very expensive after COVID, after the economic fall. Everything has gotten very expensive. So to reborn an authentic baby, not a replica, but an authentic baby, yeah, you're going to end up having to charge somebody $300, $400, $500 for that doll. Do you know how hard it is with the system right now? Yes, some of us can afford that, but a lot of us can't. So that requires layaway. That requires your baby to be set up on sale longer than you would like, because majority of the time when we got babies up for sales, because we need the money. So we're not looking for 3, 4, 5 months of waiting for a baby to sell. So I look at all those different factors, and I feel like sewing clothes works a lot faster. Doesn't take that long. It's a baby, so it's not like you're sewing a whole outfit for a grown person. I have babies of all sizes that, you know, I can try these clothes on and make different sizes for. It just seems less stressful, in my opinion, and I'm still staying within the reborn community. I'm just switching up the style of clothes that I would prefer my babies to wear, and bring in more of a different outlook into the reborn community when it comes to our babies, because we all like dressing our babies up. Like, come on, we love it. We love it. We bejewel their pacifiers, we dress them up, we play in their hair. Like, who wouldn't want a Powerpuff Girl outfit for their little girl? Come on now, that would be the cutest thing ever, with a little Powerpuff hat or a little Powerpuff bow to go in their hair. Come on, I got a whole freaking plan for this, y'all. It's just, I don't see nobody doing this. I don't see nobody doing this. I don't see the little boys in Looney Tune outfits with the little Looney Tune hats. Like, I don't see that. And that would be the cutest thing on our reborns, is to really dress them up into these characters and really bring them to life, you know? Watch me do this. Watch me do this. I know how to sew. All I gotta do is figure out these new sewing machines, and it's a done deal. Our babies are gonna be gorgeous. Yeah, and they custom outfits do be a little bit more expensive, because when I was looking on Etsy, a couple of their outfits was like 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks. I'm gonna have to break a deal with that, because I feel like I get it, it's a custom outfit, so it's not gonna be like $12. So you can go to Walmart and pick it up. It's gonna be a little bit more pricey, but at the same time, you want your customers to keep coming back, and I can't keep coming back if every outfit is gonna cost me 40, 50 bucks. You know what I mean? Some of us can, some of us can't. So I'm looking towards the people who can't, because those are the ones you really, you know, you want to be able to, I guess what I'm saying is, put your work out there for everybody to enjoy. And it's hard for everybody to enjoy when everybody got different income brackets. So I want to make it where, you know, I'm looking at this already, and I'm looking at people who make custom outfits but don't really make them the way I'm looking to make them. Yeah, because some of their custom outfits be too much. Like, some of I don't like my babies in dresses. I haven't found a reborn that I feel like look cute in a dress. Most of my babies look cute in outfits, jeans, or not jeans, but like little leggings and rompers and stuff like that. I'm not really crazy about the dresses. So when I see the custom dresses, they be having frills and all this extra dangling stuff all over. That's why the damn dress costs $50, because you done added all this extra stuff on the dress. It could have just been a pretty dress with a couple of ruffles on it, but they add layers of decorations, and then the dress looks so fluffy and big. By the time they put it on the baby, it just don't look, me personally, it don't look right. That is my personal opinion. I feel like it's just too much for a small baby. Baby already got on a diaper or onesie underneath, and now you throwing this fluffy freaking dress on it. It looked like a little Mexican baby with gym shoes on and a dress. Like, it just don't sit well in my eyes. So when I see people make custom dresses like that for the reborns, I be like, what? That's like a common thing. You see your baby out. You don't see a lady outside commonly with her baby in a full-blown dress like she just came from a birthday party. But you can see your baby in a Rick and Morty pajama suit stepping outside with your mommy in a little, you know, Rick and Morty blanket to match, with some little booties on and a little hat. Like, that'll bring some attention. I don't know, maybe am I being biased about the situation, or maybe I just don't like dresses, but on my reborns, like, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. I really do want to get out of making reborns, because it takes up a lot of your time, which is nothing is wrong with it. I'm not, you know, tearing it down, because I've always enjoyed painting my reborns and rooting them and bringing them to life. It's just that it takes a lot. It takes a lot to keep up with the supplies, to keep up with the rooting needles, to keep up with the type of hair that you want to continue to use. Like, it's a lot that goes into being an artist when it comes to reborning. And it takes a little bit of weight off of me if I move into my sewing, because sewing is a lot less stressful. All you gotta do is get the fabric, follow the pattern, learn the machine. Pretty much simple, basic math. But reborning, it's tedious. If you mess the paint up, you gotta strip the kit, you gotta rebake it, you gotta figure out how to mix your primers together to get the skin texture just right. It takes a lot. And if you're not continually doing it where you can critique yourself, it's basically like getting on a bike and starting all over again. And I'm just personally, y'all, I'm not ready for that. I'm really not. I think that's gonna bring more stress out of me to sit there and try to reteach myself all over again how to paint when I haven't been doing it for some years. It's been about a good 3 years, I think, that I have not painted or made a baby. So yeah, we are looking into building up my business back up, but building it back up as a clothing design for the reborns, and trying not to charge people so much, because I really think that that $50-$60 mark is ridiculous. Maybe with shipping, but bro, half the time when I be looking at these clothes on Etsy that be customized, shipping don't be included in that $50-$40. That'd be like an extra $10-$15 just in shipping, and I'd be like, damn, that outfit was almost $100 that a reborn is gonna wear, not a real kid, but a reborn. So I'm like, that's a little, I mean, and I get it. People put in their work, their time. It took them to make it. I get it. It's just like making reborns. They still got to get their money out of it. But I don't know. I personally feel like it's a little pricey. And I get it. You can't buy these clothes nowhere else. It's only customly made by one person. I get all of that, but I still feel like I want to be able for everybody in my community to be able to purchase my clothes, and not just one set of bracket of income people because they can afford it. You know what I mean? I'm more into just wanting everyone to have the experience and not be so focused on how much money I can make. You know what I mean? I mean, it is about the money, because that was what makes the world go round. But if you don't put your customers and your clients, if you don't put their needs first, how you think your business gonna get off the ground? You know what I mean? That's how your business rises to begin with, because you get customers, you get people who buy, and then they like your work, and then they keep coming back. Your prices are nice. Your customer service skills are great. You know, you make them feel homey. You have a welcoming personality. Like, it's a lot that goes into running a business. You can't just have product and then sell your product at a high rate and then only focus on a certain gap of people, because everybody else got money too. It may not just be as much as you got, but they still might want to share their income with you and buy something that you have, but you have to have a sales bracket market for them. You can't just leave them out in the cold. You know, they still want to come shop with you too. So I be looking at all of that. I'm not looking at them people up there that can afford to buy 3-4 outfits at $50. I'm looking at the people who are pinching that $50 but want an outfit. You know what I mean? I'm looking out for my people, the people that's struggling. I'm not really trying to look out for people who got it already, because why do you need to be looked out for if you already got it? So yeah, that's one thing I'm working on, is changing my prices and watching other people's prices online, because everybody puts everything so high in price because they're trying to get the most of their money, but not really looking at their customers, like what their customers can afford and how they want to keep. If I got 5 customers, I'm trying to get 10 by next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hold on to those 5 customers and then them 5 customers got layaway plans. Like, you want to keep them coming back comfortably. You don't want them coming back struggling to pay you just to get one freaking item from you. Like, make it worth their while. Customer service ain't nothing like it used to be. Make it worth their while. Make them feel appreciated. Make them feel like they want to come back and work with you again. Not just off your prices, but your personality, your warmness, your welcomingness, your customer service skills. Like, come on, it's more than just having an item somebody want and you have the ability to sell it to them. It's about your humbleness. It's about the love that you have in you. And even when I was making reborns, I was feeling the same way. Like, bro, I would always drop my prices down if somebody wanted a baby for me, because it was just like, I'm not starving. Yeah, I could use a little change, but I'm not out here starving. And if I could help somebody experience a good experience, it ain't even about the money. You know, the money helps. I can buy more kits, I can buy more supplies, I can, you know, stack up on the stuff that I have. But am I dying? Am I gonna eat tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can't be so greedy in life. Greedy is gluttony. It don't get you nowhere. It's a part of the sins. So it's just like, do you really need it? I don't know, y'all. I'm just too kind-hearted. That's probably why I don't keep close friends around me, because people just do too much, and I be looking retarded like, why did you do that? For real. My clothes gonna be available for everybody. I might have some pricey stuff because I might get a little fancy, but for everybody gonna be able to afford my stuff. For real. I'm not finna be having stuff outrageously priced to the point that people damn near gotta put it on layaway just to get it and experience it and enjoy it. Like, I feel like that's stressful. That is stressful as heck. By the time you get that outfit, that baby better be in it for the next 3 months, because you stressed yourself out trying to bring that outfit home. Like, that's not fun. For real, we buy our baby clothes and dress our babies up for fun, to feel close to them, to bond with them, not to be stressing about no outfit. I don't want y'all stressing about my baby clothes. For real. We not doing that over here. For real, you get E.T.'s baby's clothes, you gonna have fun. Take your pictures, dress that baby up, send me some photos, because I want to see your baby in it. For real. I love my dolls. I love my dolls. No matter if I don't play with every last one of them, if I stick to 2 dolls within 3 months, that don't mean that I don't love the 13 other ones that I got. It just means that right now I'm focused on these. But every last baby in that playpen it's a part of my heart. I love my dolls. I really do. I told my guy that I think they will always be a part of my life. They will always be. I think I started collecting reborns when my daughter was 16 and my son was 15. And now they're 23 and 22 or 23. So I have been collecting reborns for a very long time, and I have not gotten over it. I have not gotten over it. I'm really getting to the point where I think I'm going to start buying kits off of like AliExpress and Shein and sending them to artists to paint. It's a lot cheaper than paying for a full-fledged reborn to be done and put together. That's like $3, $4, $5 and up. But if you buy the kit, send the kit to the artist, and all you need the artist to do is just paint the kit, seal the kit, root the kit, throw eyes in the kit, it's a lot cheaper. I used to have that done, but I had a bad experience with an artist and I stopped. But I really do like enjoy Adeline's artwork, her babies. Like Mouse and Birdie, I have just been attached since both of them have been home together. When they came home separately, I wasn't crazy about neither one of them, to be honest. There was just, I'm overly picky and I'm overly analytical about stuff. So it wasn't until they both, when I sat them down together and really looked at them and noticed that, you know, I really enjoy their features, made me think that I'm not going to be painting reborns or buying them like that. I'll probably buy the kits and send them off to an artist that I like their work. Like, me and Adeline will probably work together again in the future, because there's some Korean kits that I've seen online that she paint them this dark. Oh my God, I already know they're gonna be beautiful. So I haven't spoken to her about that, but we did speak about working with each other again in the future. We did, you know, work well together. We had our little hiccups here and there, but everything, you know, fanned out really good. So I'll see about working with her later on in the future. It won't be no time soon because I have so many other things on my plate and so many other things going on health-wise and trying to move, and I have dates and things set up. So this is just hearsay, just talking. But that is, there's two Korean kits. There's a Korean standing kit and there's a Korean sitting kit. Korean, Asian, whatever you want to say. They have the slanted eyes, they have the face features. I just want the baby painted melanated. So melanated, if you don't know, just means African American, dark skinned. That's all that means. It's just dark skinned. So I think they would look absolutely adorable, especially with the type of hair that she roots. I would prefer a thicker curly like a fro, but I noticed the majority of babies that she do root has the real silky soft hair, and that's fine as well. Either way, it'll still be cute on the baby. But those are some plans that I have that I haven't really spoken to her about, but I'm pretty sure when money is involved it won't be an issue. I'm pretty sure she would love to bring some more babies to life for me so I can show off her work and things. But yeah, you guys, I want to sew my baby clothes. I get so bored with going to the store seeing the same freaking outfits in the store. Like, my baby already got that. My baby already wore that. I already seen that. Like, I need something new for my babies to dress up in that's gonna be fun, that's gonna be cool, rock band style, some South Park clothes for the boys, some Powerpuff Girls, just have fun. Have fun with them. They're just little baby doll artwork. Why dress them up in regular clothes that the rest of the regular kids dress up in, that they puke up and poop in, and when we can really have fun with the reborns, like really dress them up? Do you know how cute that would be, you guys? That would be so adorable. I could just see the little girls in the Powerpuff outfits with the little Powerpuff balls glued onto their little hats. Like, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so fun, guys. Let me quit talking and look in his bag and try to find him some mittens and things that match his jacket and his clothes he got on. We got lucky with the gloves. We found some gloves real quick. I did dust his hands, wash his hands the other day, so I've been trying to keep him from getting too dusty. Especially the ones that I play with. When I'm playing with them and I take them outside, they be embarrassing me. Like they real kids. Like, bro, I didn't see all this dust all in your eyes, all in your nose, and the creases of your lips. For real, then I be trying to hide them when I'm in public because I didn't notice how dusty they was until I brought them outside. So now I'm trying to avoid people coming up to me seeing them because I'm feeling self-conscious about how they look. I'm like, so I gotta start remembering before I leave out of the house to wash their face and their eyes and wipe their hands down, so that when I get out in the sun and I be looking at them, I be like, dang, boy, been in the house like a whole dustpan. All this dust all over your eyes, look all dusty. You look like I just pulled you out of a toy box. So I did wipe him down yesterday, washed his face, re-washed his hands, because yeah, he was looking super freaking dusty. I'm like, when I took him to my psychiatrist's office to drop off the other baby, I'm looking at him in the car and I'm like, bro, we gotta go in here and see this lady, and you over here looking like you just been in a sandbox just playing away. I'm in a car trying to wipe his face down, trying to clear his eyes up. I'm like, I'm just gonna take you back home. You like a little kid I told to go get dressed and came back outside with no socks on but shoes on. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, he was looking too crazy that day. I was like, I don't even want nobody to see you right now. Take your little booty back in the house. And I do got little baby towels to wipe them with, but I keep telling y'all, I get into these triggers where I just pack up all my stuff. and I ain't unpacked it yet. I got a big stupid garbage bag over here full of baby blankets, jackets, what do you call those bundle things that you put the babies in and you like keep them tight and close to you? I got a bunch of those. Like, I get into these fight or flight moments and everything gets packed up to the clothes on my shelf. I went so far as to wash all my clothes. I packed all my clothes up, put it in a garbage bag, put it all on the side. I packed up everything. I mean, as I went down to the point as of my toothbrush and my body soap. Like, I keep trying to tell these psychiatrists something is seriously wrong, where I get these fight or flight moments where I be ready to go. I don't got no destination, nowhere to go. But my body be like, oh my God, it's time to go, it's time to go. And I start packing up everything. So the last episode I haven't had the energy to unpack half my baby stuff. So yeah, we all struggle with mental health some form or fashion. And mine's be really messing with me. Because nor do I have the energy or the time or the health to be packing stuff up and unpacking it every other day when I feel emotionally distraught or something in me just decides to wig out and pack up everything. Like, y'all, that just be throwing me completely off. I'd be like, what is wrong with you? You know you ain't going nowhere. You know you ain't got nowhere to go. So what are we doing? You're wasting a garbage bag. Just like, what are you doing? Because you're not even going to remember where you put all this stuff at because you're in a panic mode. So once you calm down, now you're going to have to go through everything all over again so you can figure out what you was doing. It's crazy, y'all. It is. Stepping into the life of me, I tell you, it is crazy. It's always something that I can't explain that I go through. Even my guy be laughing at me. He came home and he saw that. He didn't even say nothing to me because he was like, what the fuck? What is she doing now? Like, you know, don't mind me. I had a moment. And my moment lasted 5 hours. And I literally packed up everything I had. And yeah. For real, y'all, I washed the car seat down. I washed the stroller down. Because, you know, I've been in the basement and it's the wintertime. So we haven't really used the stroller or the car seat. So it's kind of been collecting dust. I washed that down too. I was ready, y'all. I was ready like I won a trip somewhere. I was like, yep, let me pack this up. Let me wash this down. Like, no, I ain't going no damn where. I ain't go nowhere. No freaking where. I ain't even leave the house that day, to be honest with you. Just be doing stuff, y'all. But hey, you know, some of us deal with mental health and some of us understand our mental health, and then some of us just don't get it. And I am one of those. So sometimes my mental health be making me question, why did I do that? You know, like, wasn't nobody here. Like, why did I pack all my stuff up? Y'all, I literally pack everything. I mean, I have a shoe shelf in here where all my shoes and his shoes sit on. And I literally took all my shoes off that shelf, threw them in a garbage bag, and set them in a corner. Which they're back on the shelf now because it was just too many garbage bags in the corner taking up space. For real. I'm surprised I ain't take all my Reborns apart and put them in a box. Like, yeah, I think the cuticle oil that I put on my nails when I did my nails yesterday is an irritation to my skin because my nose been itching ever since I did that. But we finna put him in this little jacket real quick. But yeah, guys, life be really messing with me. Really be messing with me. Really be messing my world up sometimes. I be like, for real, because sometimes my guy will catch me doing something retarded or, you know, off. I wouldn't say retarded. Let me take that back and use that word. But catch me doing something, you know, a little off than normal. And, you know, when I catch him looking at me, it'll kind of throw me out of, you know, whatever weird thing I'm doing in my head, and I'll look at him and I'll just start laughing and he'll start cracking up. He was like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I be like, I was in my head and you just looked at me, made me feel uncomfortable. Like, was I doing something? For real, y'all, I'll be freaking laughing because I'll be feeling so uncomfortable. I'll look at him and he'll be like looking at me like he been studying me this whole time. Like, did I do something weird? I don't know, because I be in my head half the time. I don't be paying attention what be going on around me. So he be looking at me like, "You all right?" Like, yeah, I'm okay. For real. It'd be so funny because he be catching me, boy. I be off in a daze in my head. Most of the time when I'm like that, though, he finds the time to prank me because I'm not focused on the outside world. I could be sitting there just staring off into space and I will not see what he is doing. I'd be so in my head that I'm not even there. And he finds those times to prank me. He thinks that is freaking hilarious. That I can just space out and not see what he is doing. And that's his go-to time to mess with me. To prank my butt. He got me a lot. He got me plenty of times like that. Because I really don't be paying attention. For real, he done got me way too many times like that. I think he noticed that about me in the beginning of our relationship because he started pranking me right away. There was no grace period when we met. For real. He was like, "Yep, I like her. I'm finna prank her." For real. I think the first day we met, he pranked me. Yeah, he didn't hold back at all when we first met. He made sure to let me know that he likes pranking and cracking jokes and stuff. So yeah, he keeps me on my tippy toes. Okay, look at my Tinky Poo. He is so ready. I wonder what he would have looked like if his hair was like this but black. I don't know, I just love the dark look. So I just be wondering like how he would have looked. But there he go. I love this little outfit and stuff on him. Looks so cute. There's a lady on Facebook. She got this same kit, but he got black curly hair, and he's a tad bit. He looks a tad bit lighter. Like his complexion's a little different. It's not as. Birdie looks more reddish to me. So more like a. Not trying to be funny, but he looks more Arab kind of skin tone. That's the only thing I can compare it to. I'm not trying to be funny or racist or anything, but that's what he reminds me of a little Arab baby. Which is nothing wrong with that. That's just what he looks like to me. So I wonder what he would have looked like with black hair, being this skin tone. Would he still like look Arab-y? Would he look more like melanated? I think I'm gonna wash my face. This cuticle oil is really irritating the mess out of my nose. But yeah, he got that little Arab look, I think. He is cute. Look at the little face. Your little smile. So yeah, he gonna go with me today to the grocery store to go see Daddy on lunch break. Oh, let me show y'all what Mouse is wearing. Okay. Oh my God, y'all, my nose. Let me see. Let me keep up with this time. Oh, it's only gonna be 8:30. Okay. All right, let me get Mouse. I did do Mouse's hair, but Mouse has been laying in the cradle with Birdie, and I think it kind of like screwed up his hair a little bit. He got a little melon. Look at that. His little melon. Okay, so this is what Mouse is wearing. He be so... Birdie, I stuffed Birdie, so Birdie is more tight, and Mouse is don't have as much stuffing in him, so he's more floppy. But it just be so funny when I pick him up, because he just be like, ugh, like he be laid out, like he really be sleeping good. But this is what he wearing. I got some baby blue striped pants on him, a little blue, light blue long sleeve onesie. His onesie says super chilled. I be trying to put him in stuff that represents how he be looking. So, yep. Then he got his little white and blue socks on. I didn't put a bib on him because, to be honest, I don't have too many boy bibs that really match, that go with their clothes. They got a black bib, gray bibs, blue bibs that go to like clothes already that really wouldn't match none of the stuff that they wear. So it's like pointless to throw a bib on him when it's just gonna make his outfit look tacky. And I already had to put this outfit together. Like, for real, this was not an outfit that came together. I had to make this into one. I don't know, most of my boy clothes are like that. I don't have set outfits, except Cameron. Cameron's the only boy that I have that actually has set outfits, and that's because he's a bigger baby and I needed stuff to like really go with him. But the little boys, my 3-month-olds, they don't have outfits. They have partial outfits that I put together and turn into an outfit, like a pair of pants, a t-shirt. Yeah, I gotta focus more on them, because the girls got plenty of freaking clothes they can rotate through, but the boys, my little boys, I really don't have clothes like that for them. I need to figure out, I need to get Lala her cuddle body. I think I'm gonna do that next month. I really need to get her out of the bag or off the shelf and put her into her cuddle body so that she can be with her sister, because that's JoJo's sister, Lala. Same artist created the kits, so I would like to get her back in a body. And the body that I want to order for her is off Etsy, and it's her size body, as big as she. I didn't even know they made cuddle bodies for a 24-inch baby, but apparently they do, and I want this body for Lala. So yeah, Lala's gonna come off the shelf so I can put her back into her body, and I think I'm going to order a body for my crybaby. I'm just not really caring for how he feels. Every time I pick him up, he just feels so weird. So I think I'm going to next month see about getting him a different body. I may or may not do it because my focus is really going to be on Lala. Lala was a baby that I had since last year at Christmas time that my guy ordered for me, and since I swapped her arms and her legs out, I just have her head, and I really want to put her back together. And I'm okay with her, you know, being a cuddle baby, being such a big cuddle baby, because I have anxiety issues. So she'd just be perfect, you know, for me when I'm going through my moments. So, and then I've never had a cuddle baby before, so this will be an experience to weigh it, put it together, dress it up, and, you know, see how I feel about a bigger baby like that. So yeah, I think that'll be my project for the month of March. I'm going to put Lala back together, because yeah, she gotta come out my bag. I am so annoyed that every time I look at her, she just sitting there with this plain face like, when are you gonna give me my body back? Like, when am I getting my body? So I think that I haven't really found any more babies online that I'm interested in buying or bringing into my collection. And I have all this weight sitting over here looking at me like, I know you didn't buy this weight, and now you ain't got no babies that you want to fill up. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that was a bad decision to go get that weight. All that weight, and I really don't. I only literally have room for like 2 more babies if I wanted to buy another baby. and I have too much weight. So it's just like, why did you do that? So I'm gonna put Lala together and probably just focus on their clothes, because I've already changed everybody's eyes out. I've pretty much changed everybody's bodies that I, wanted to change out. Got everybody eyelashes that I felt needed some eyelashes. So all my babies are pretty content right now. Yeah, I'm pretty content with my reborns. There's, like I said, there's a couple of standing kits that I want, but they're going to be Cameron's brother and sisters when I finally do move into our own place. I just don't want too many standing babies taking up, a lot of my space, while I'm here in the basement. But heck yeah, when we move, there'll be 3 or 4 standing kits, toddlers, that we'll have. For real. So Cameron will end up going back into his standing legs. I will figure out how to weigh this boy where he can stand on his own, and he'll have probably 2 or 3 more siblings that'll be standing with him. But right now, I'm like, y'all, I'm good. I like my babies that I have. I'm very content. I love all the girls. I have more girls than I have boys. So, dang near all my girls got hair. I rooted Tweety, so Tweety has hair. She was the only girl that I had who had painted hair. So all the girls have hair, so I have everybody to play in their hair. All girls of different sizes. Most of my girls are 6 months, but then I got like 3 of them that are like 3-month-olds. So I'm good. I'm so good. I'm so content. There isn't a baby out there on the market that I am dying to have in my possession, unless it's a Drinking West silicone baby, because I miss my pickles. I think that was the worst decision I ever made in life. I mean, it benefited someone else, but it was just like, was I really ready? I don't think I was. But that would be my only thing. But as far as my reborns, y'all, I really am content. I have babies that's painted by an artist. I have babies that are painted by a machine. So I have a little bit of both worlds. They're still replicas, but their kit is a replica, but their artwork is actually done by an actual artist. So I have a little bit of both to experience and be happy about. So I think I can be content and say that right now I probably would focus on their clothes, shoes, accessories. Not so focused to continually keep bringing babies in, because I can't bond with them. I can't make sure they have a clothes collection and things that I like if I'm constantly switching out babies every couple of months. So right now I'm taking the time to enjoy the kids that I have in my nursery, dress them up to my liking, and enjoy them. Because if I'm buying a baby every week, I'm not enjoying my collection, because I'm just enjoying everyone that comes in. What's going to happen to the other 10, 13, or 5 that you have? Like, eventually I want 100 of them, but I don't want them to come so back to back in my life to the point that I don't get to enjoy that kit, that reborn, because now I got another one coming 3 days later, or I got another one coming a week or a month later. Like, no, I want to be able to enjoy them. I've done that, and now I got 13 of them, and now it's time for me to sit back and enjoy the face expressions, enjoy dressing them, enjoy playing in their hair. I noticed that a lot of women get stuck into just continually buying and buying and buying and buying, and it's just like, yeah, I could do that, especially on AliExpress and Shein and Amazon. I can continually keep buying them as well. But what are we doing? Are we just buying them because we can buy them, or are we buying them so that we can actually enjoy them in our collection? And I feel like I don't want to be that type of collector where I'm just collecting just to be collecting, or because this is the new baby on the market and everybody got it, I gotta have it. No. I collect because I want it to be a part of my collection, and I want to bond with it and play with it, and I have a vision of dressing it up and taking it out and going places with it. I don't want to get stuck in that continuous cycle of just buying reborns, and now I got 200 freaking dolls laying around my room and I barely play with them, or I can barely remember each and everybody's name. Like, I don't want to get to that point. For real, I don't want to get it to that point. And we get so easily trapped into that cycle of continually buying and buying and buying. And I want to be very cautious when it comes to my reborns. You know what I mean? I don't want to buy them because it's the fresh thing on the market. I want to buy it because I want it to be a part of the collection. I want to play with it. I want to enjoy it. I feel like a lot of our collectors buy back to back to the point they don't even get a chance to enjoy the baby, because now they got another baby coming, and then before you know it, now they're putting another baby up for trade or putting a baby up for sale, and it's just like, it becomes a rat race. It just continually, like, I see that a lot in a lot of the groups online. Like, they'll get a baby, another baby will be coming 3 days later, so they'll put that baby up for trade or put that baby up for sale, or decide that they didn't want that baby. And I just be like, bro, that's too much for me. That's too much. If I bought the baby, I gotta wait for the baby to be shipped. I gotta wait for the baby to be delivered. I don't want another baby coming back to back, because I need time to bond with this one. Now I'm gonna feel rushed to spend time with this baby, look it over, decide if I want to keep it or not, and now I got another one coming. It just, I don't know, y'all. For me, that's just too much. I need time to spend with my babies. They not just dolls for me. You know what I mean? I see some people collect them like they dolls, like they just dolls. They just throw it on the shelf after I get it, decided I want it in my collection. It's here, now it's going on the shelf. Not even finna touch it or play with it. But see, I'm different. I like taking my babies out to the store. I like them going places. I like role playing. I like to feel as if this is a real moment for me. You know what I mean? I can't continually keep buying back to back, because every time a baby come home, that baby gets an outing with me. We go to the grocery store, we go to the gas station, we're going somewhere together. We're starting the bond right away, just as if a mother gave birth to a baby. We're starting the bond. I can't continue a bond if I'm flipping through, constantly bringing babies home. You know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it just, I don't know how to juggle that. So I feel like that's just not for me to continually keep buying babies back to back, back to back, back to back. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm innocent to the situation, because I've done it. Y'all have watched me do it before. But I've gotten to a point in my life where I feel like if you continually keep going that route, you're going to have way too many babies that you're not going to remember their names to. You're going to have a lot of babies, which means you're going to have a lot of more clothes. And majority of these babies you're not even going to spend time with. And my babies, I look as if they are my children. I know their dolls. I know their artwork. I know they're not real. But when I role play with them, they are my children. So when it comes to my real kids, I spent time with them. I did things with them. We went places together. So, you know, I'm going to do the same thing when it comes to my reborns. And I feel like that's just hard on me if I have to keep buying babies back to back and not really focus on the bond. And I get it. It's exciting. It's a rush when you buy a baby and you're waiting for it to come home and you get to nestle and, you know, all these great things. But is everybody on that rush? Or are we getting to a point where, okay, this is the amount of babies we're going to have, and we're going to enjoy these babies. We're going to bond with these babies. I really don't see too much of that in the reborn community when it comes to a lot of these, you know, platforms and groups and stuff. People just buying to be buying. Like, I done seen people online who buy a baby and then turn around and tell you where they bought the baby from, how much the baby costs, and if people want the baby, they can buy the baby from them. And it's just like, so were you curious about this baby and you order it and you decided that it wasn't all it was choked up to be, so you decided to sponsor it and put it up for sale? Like, I don't know. I just see a lot of that in the reborn community, of people just continually buying and buying and buying. And don't get me wrong, if that's your prerogative and if that's what you like to do, then all power to you. I'm not knocking anybody for, you know, how they spend their money or what they buy. That's your prerogative. I just don't personally think it's a good idea to constantly buy a baby back to back, because you're missing that moment of actually bonding with that baby and spending time with that baby and finding out, you know, what clothes and things that you like on that baby. You know what I mean? If a baby come home back to back, what time do you have like that to bond with them? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm just too close to my reborns, but that's how I be looking at it, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging anybody, because, you know, I get the excitement of buying back to back. I get that. You get all the little goodies and different things, so I totally understand that. But my thing is that, what time do you have if the babies are coming back to back? What time do you have to actually bond with them? That's, you know, what I'm looking at. Like, do you, maybe I'm, you know, one out of a few that prefer to spend more time with one individual baby than to continually jumping from one baby to another. I don't know. It is, you know, I'm just talking. Y'all know me. Stuff go through my mind. I share it with you guys. But that's just something that I think about when I be scrolling online. I be looking at kids and I be just thinking to myself, like, I really don't have an urge anymore to bring another baby home. And I told my guy that, and I'm like, maybe it's because I haven't seen anything rare or anything special that I like. I pretty much bought everything offline that I was interested in seeing up close and personal, and they all worked out. Every last reborn child that I have, it was never a disappointment. I mean, maybe their eyes, I had to switch their eyes, these blue freaking eyes out. But, you know, it wasn't nothing that I could not fix or upgrade on them. So it was just, I told my guy, like, I have not had the urge for the last several months to buy a reborn. I really haven't. And it's not because I'm losing, you know, the love for the community. It's not that. It's just, I'm just content with what I have. And that's rare coming from me, because I love my reborns. I love the different face expressions. I love the way that they're sculpted, from their hands to their feet. But I just haven't came across one that intrigues me enough to want to bring it home. I'm more focused on getting out this basement, moving into our own place, and then finally saving up enough money to replace my silicone drinking wet baby. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I know y'all miss seeing me feed a baby, make some formula, change a little diaper, wipe a little tushy. Yeah, we're gonna get back into those days. Trust me, because I miss my baby. I miss giving her baths. I miss playing in her hair. But, you know, it was an experience, and I got to experience it. Hopefully later in life, I'll get another one, and I'll be able to experience that again. Hopefully my next one won't be as expensive as that one, because she was like almost $4,000. And ain't no way that's gonna ever happen again in life. For real. That only happened because my mother passed away, and I used some of the insurance money to buy her. So that is never going to happen again. So unfortunately, she will be the only baby that will be that expensive that I've ever had in my possession. Yeah. Unfortunately though, Tasha Gordon, I think it's Gordon, she got some really pretty silicone babies that she done made in the past that I have been following her. And then I had one of her one of her silicone babies that I lost in storage, that I had got from a friend that had ordered her from, well, I got her from a friend who got her from a trade from someone who had ordered her. And she was freaking adorable. So I think I might go with her. She also does drinking wets too, and her prices are a little bit more settled. It'll still probably take me probably 6 months to a year to pay the baby off, but it'll be a lot cheaper than doing $3,000, $4,000. And she was really pretty too. I really liked her. Even my guy liked her. He actually sat in on her box opening, so that was nice. So I think I'm going to go with her, and I'm probably going to get a boy this time around, but that won't be for like the next 2-3 years. I probably won't be investing in that because I got some tax issues, bills that I got to deal with, and that is going to take up a chunk of my time, my money, my energy, not including that in the midst of us moving, I'm studying real estate because I'm trying to buy a home in the midst of building my credit. So I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff that we're trying to smash and take care of while we're staying with family. Mousy, you just so peaceful with them little puffy eyes. You're gonna stay in the house today with your siblings, and I'm going to take Birdie out. Birdie got fresh eyes. He want to see some things. For real. I'm loving them dark eyes on him. It just make him look so cute. And then he's so long and balled up looking. Like, we gonna have fun today outside. I go sit with my spouse on break, and then I gotta go to the grocery store later, so he gonna be out pretty much all day with me. I think after I come back from lunch with his daddy, I'm going to come back home and do my workout and my stretching and get back on the bike, because I can't afford not to be working out with this pinched nerve. So I'm going to do that when I get back in, because his break is only going to be for like 45. It's for an hour, but he tries to go back in early. That way he can stay on top of his task and everything. So, and I get that. So I'll probably sit with him for a good like 30, 45 minutes and then let him go back into work. And then I'll probably come back home and chill until it's time to pick him back up. Because, yeah, I'm going to leave out a little early before I actually pick him up from work, because I'm going to stop at the grocery store. He wants macaroni and baked beans with bread tonight. We don't eat meat, so we're literally trying to find things that we enjoy eating. So we have the baked beans. He just told me to grab some bread and the macaroni. I probably should have asked him if he wanted cheesy macaroni, if he wanted white cheese. I really don't like the white cheese, so I'm not gonna ask him. I'm just gonna get the yellow cheese. It'll be just my luck. He'd be like, oh, let's get the white cheese, and I'm like, no. So that's my plan for this Thursday, guys. I've been on here for 1 hour and 18 minutes and 36 seconds. I hope you all enjoyed my video. I'm gonna get off and drink me some water, finish watching Grimm, and yeah, sit with my boys until it's time to go see their daddy. So this is ET's Babies. I'm signing out. Remember to do better, because we know better.